Hey all, it's Aislinn. I'm just filming this quick little April update. So I finished Dewey's 24-hour readathon, and I actually got into a bit of a reading slump after that. I was having a really hard time getting into anything or feeling motivated to pick books up. So I did finish 2 books outside of the readathon, which the wrap-up is already up and posted. They weren't books I started this month, but I did finish them. One was A Court of Broken Knives. That one I struggled a lot with. I think it was either March or February's big book of the month that I had chosen, which I ended up putting down and darn near DNF'd. It's not because it was a bad book. There's a lot of themes in that book. Definitely a lot of trigger warnings that should go with that book, because holy crap. It's extremely dark. The world is very depressive. The violence in it is, wow. Like, I don't mind darker themes in my book, but I also don't really need extremely graphic descriptions of very horrific deaths. Like, it's something else. Maybe if you like Game of Thrones, you might like that book a lot more than I did. As it is, I don't like Game of Thrones, so I don't really like that one. To be fair, the world building was great, the characters were great, and the style of writing was great. I think I gave it a 4 stars. That might be a little generous for my personal tastes, but even though I didn't really enjoy some of the themes of it, I cannot deny that it was a well-written book. So yeah, if you like that very dark, graphic, sort of violent world sort of thing, then you'd probably like that book. I will put a Goodreads link for it below for more information if you're interested. Then into the other one I finished was, oh, here it is. This is probably the only reason, by the way, that I finished the other one. I finished A Court of Broken Knives, because where that one was dark and creepy and very horrific, this one was WTF and hilarious. It's a Star Trek ripoff. It doesn't even try and hide it. It is marketed as a parody, but with the dry humor, I'd say it's more of a satire. But that's just me. It is basically, they put together the world's most inept crew. Like, seriously, if these were real life people, you'd probably spend more of your life smacking them upside the head than. But anyway, it made me laugh. I've actually been reading it for, I think I started it in February, before I even started Court of Broken Knives, but it became the light of my day when I would finish, reading a passage or two out of Court of Broken Knives and feel really depressed and disgusted. I would pick this up, and then I would feel better because I would laugh my ass off. It has a lot of WTF moments. It has a lot of the humor is very, very dry. So if you like space opera, you like dry humor, you like parodies, you like Star Trek, you like rip-offs, this is the book for you. Book that started but did not finish. I started book 2 of the Penryn and the End of Days trilogy audiobook. It's called The World After. It's been good. Definitely suffers from what I call second book syndrome, where it's not as good as the first one, but it's a good story builder for what you hope will be a really good climax in the third one. So that is where that one is. Then I picked up Baptism. I actually had picked this up on a road trip with the intention of reading it while I was on my road trip, and I never really did. I got like 20 pages in. It's a thriller set in London. So far it's been good. We'll see how it goes. I find thrillers are hit and miss for me. Then I, of course, am still working on I Lost the Dust Cover, but The Waking Land by Callie Bates. I don't think I've really read that much more than I read during Dewey's 24-hour readathon. There might be an extra few pages in there. Not because it's a good book, but just because I've been slumpy. Then I picked up, well, not I didn't pick it up. It was actually a gift, but I was really excited for this one. I've been eyeing it up for a while, but it's a very big book, and it was expensive, so I didn't want to jump right. Was saving up for it, but it wasn't on the top of my shopping list. I was actually even just going to wait for the paperback to come out, but my mom, she decided to pick it up one day. And give it to me as a surprise gift. My mom does things like that on occasion. She does these, she calls them I love you gifts, where she sees something she knows that you're going to like, and she's just like, here, I love you, kind of thing. I have a really good relationship with my mom, too, so that probably helps. But anyway, Priory of the Orange Tree by Samantha Shannon. I'm about 100 pages in, roughly. 96 pages in. It's been good so far. I maybe it's just my slump feelings coming out. I'm not really sure. But what I've read, I've enjoyed it, the build-up. Again, I don't think I'm far enough in to make a judgment on it. I will say that I'm not really sure how I feel about how the romance is being set up. I'm going to have to see how it unfolds throughout the book before I make any judgments on if I like it or not. But the setup that's happening for the romance so far, I have not enjoyed. I don't really, I just haven't really liked it. I'm just kind of, it's making me roll my eyes a little bit. But again, I'm not far in. Maybe as it starts to unfold, it will kind of grow on me. The characters are kind of growing on me already, so that'll be interesting to see where that goes. So that is, so far, The Priory of the Orange Tree. One thing I do like about The Priory of the Orange Tree that I found out is it is a standalone. So even though the book is huge, when you get to the end of it, that's it. That's the end. So I don't have to worry about a series of books that are going to be equally as huge. What am I into now? Oh, I'm into May. So plans for May. I'm going to do a separate video for my readathon plans because this video is getting longer already. But I have 3 books for sure. Hopefully, I'll air quote that for sure, in May. The big book I chose out of my jar is The Smoke Thieves by Sally Green. So I don't know a whole lot about this one. I did read the Half Bad trilogy by Sally Green, and I enjoyed it. So I know I like her writing style. I'm hoping I'll like that one. Damsel by Alana Arnold. Again, a little blind. I don't really know a whole lot about what this is about. This was a total cover buy. I'm just saying, look at this cover. This was a total cover buy. So I might not even like it, but I'm going to try it. And then this one's been on my TBR for a little while, but it's The Death of Mrs. Westaway. I'm only adding this into my May TBR because I did not complete it or even start it during the readathons. And of the ones that I did not get out of my readathon TBR, that's the one that's got me the most. So that's the one I'm going to try and get. That's it for this video. I will have one more video coming up that is going to be the TBR for the readathon I've chosen for May, which is one of my other challenges for the year. And I will talk to you guys in that one. Bye-bye.